Hey friends, so I think we all sometimes get to the point where we have had enough of situations, of people who don't treat us right, of being in places where we're not appreciated, and so on. And sometimes you get to the point where you have had enough of your own BS too. And you're almost like the kids in Scooby-Doo when they finally catch the bad guy and go to pull off the mask. Let's see who's really responsible for sabotaging your life. And it turns out that it was you under there the whole time. When you get to this point of enough, you really have only two options. You can choose stagnation, and you can keep complaining about the same stuff over and over with no relief or resolution, or you can choose to grow and break out of those habits and patterns that are not doing anything for you but making you unhappy. A funny thing happens sometimes when you choose growth. Some of the people around you are not going to like it. And truthfully, sometimes it's because being stuck in a bad pattern and not having boundaries benefits them. Or in some cases, they don't want you to better yourself because they are afraid that if you do, you will come to the realization that you deserve better than them. Whatever reason they may have, they are not likely to tell you. But when someone around you is uncomfortable with you trying to improve yourself and live your best life, that's something that you need to pay attention to say the least. These people do not have your best interests at heart, friends, because the people who do, the people who really love you and care about your well-being, want to see you grow and evolve into the best version of you that you can be. They want you to win. They want you to be happy and live your life in a manner that fulfills you. And honestly, you should want that for yourself too. Just saying. Sometimes when we are in this growth period, we allow ourselves to become swayed by our detractors and we get a little derailed. When you're surrounded with things that sound like you aren't smart enough, you aren't qualified enough, you are too, insert negative comment here, it can be hard to drown that out. And sometimes just negative comments are on the mild side of what people will try to do to discourage you. There are legitimately people out here who will call you friend or whatever you are to them, and they are filled with contempt for you and anything that you have accomplished. They will not miss a single opportunity to bring up your past or your mistakes or anything that you've ever failed at to try to discourage you or cut you down. Friends, contempt, jealousy, low-key, hatred, these things have many ways of manifesting themselves in interpersonal relationships. There is nothing wrong with a little sarcasm or good-natured joking, but when we get into name-calling, mean humor, mocking, biting cynicism, and the like, a line is being crossed that really should not be if you want to maintain a good relationship with someone. And when it comes to your own personal growth, when you make the commitment to change and you're met with those things, or with constant criticism and diminishing of you and your abilities or accomplishments, there's a red flag waving above you. It's a warning sign. You cannot let BS like this get in the way of your progress. You have to stay committed to yourself and your growth, even if that means that commitment is going to require you to step away from people who may be lobbing those low-key hate bombs at you. Understand that when people do shit like that, they are disrespecting you. And you do not have to tolerate that, or make excuses for it, or give it more chances. The more chances you give, the more the disrespect will continue. You're setting a standard here, and it's not a good one. Remember, friends, that change is a road, and it can be a long one. Sometimes you're going to have to travel it alone, but it is the best catalyst for growth. And every time you resist change, every time you let a hater convince you that you can't do it, you're missing an opportunity to improve your life. And don't you deserve to do that? Don't you deserve to be happy and fulfilled and be the person that you know you can be? Of course you do. What the hell right does anyone else have to take that away from you? Remember that so often the harshest criticisms are really just compliments and an ugly outfit. Don't let people pull you down to a lower level that you have fought to rise from. Keep going and keep growing. And keep this old saying in mind: whoever is trying to bring you down is already below you. That's all I've got for you this week. I will be back next week with another priority message. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye.